Hello and welcome back to my channel, Thomas Ashley, and welcome back to my series Candid with Cancer. Yes, we're on episode 10, which will put us halfway through my blog series that I'm reading aloud to you. Seems crazy when it's said like that, but it is what it is. It's something I wanted to do, something I want to get out. If people don't want to read it, they can now listen to it. Helps one person, it helps one person, it's mission accomplished. I'm going to stop waffling on, I'm going to get straight into it because you know what I do by now. So let's get straight in to Candid with Cancer. Candid with Cancer 10. Life after cancer. I didn't know or want to admit what was happening, but I was crumbling piece by piece. And there were no longer crumbs. I was sinking quicker than I'd ever before. I didn't know how to stop. I didn't know what to do. I was getting bad. And it was getting bad. By December 2018, even friends could start to see that I was heading to a dark place. I carried on writing during this time in different spurts. It was my only way to get out of my head. I couldn't speak to anyone, so I had to find a way to voice what was going on in my head. And that was writing. I wasn't there for you, was I? When you needed me the most, I wasn't there. I was too busy thinking about myself, too busy being the selfish I am. You're always there for me, from the day I was born to your very last. You didn't stop thinking about me. Never. You went through thick and thin with me, and you were there every step of the way. You never had to come up to see me, but you always did. You were always that bundle of joy which could always make someone's day, specifically mine. But now I'm so lost. I can't come to terms that I'll never see you again, hear you again. Just nothing. Again. So angry, so fucking angry, all of the people. Why you? Why did it have to be you? What does anyone have to do to deserve this? I miss you. Nothing is the same without you. I'm dreading Christmas. It's supposed to be the best time of the year, but that's because you were there. And I don't know Christmas without you. I don't know life without you. I don't know anything without you. I'm struggling. I am really struggling. Every day is the same. Just pain. When does it stop? When does life actually get better? Because all life is waiting for the next bad thing to happen and the one after that. For years I've been told life gets better, but how long can that last for? There's one certainty in life: death. That's what stood out for me at your burial. That one saying. I don't know why. Why do I keep going back to it? I've been to your house more times in the last month than I did the past 3, 4, 5 years, and I don't even have a good excuse why I didn't visit. I just took it for granted that I thought you would always be here, always be able to call you, to see you. I was wrong. I just can't do it anymore. All this pain and suffering. It hurts. I don't know for how much longer I can continue to be positive. Every day at the moment is a struggle to get out of bed, to shower, to cook, to get out, to go to my acting classes. I'm not living life anymore. I'm just getting dragged along by it. I always thought that you'd be around the longest, out of any grandparent. I don't think I ever truly told you how much you mean to me. Because it's the fucking world. The fucking galaxy. The fucking universe. Words can't describe it. It'll do you an injustice. 4th for the 12th, 2018. As I had mentioned, my time in London and acting was something I thought I wanted, but it wasn't. It's what I thought I needed, but I was wrong. As per usual, I was running away from the problem. And it was catching up with me quick. The hardest part? I didn't know what I needed. I wasn't doing well, and it was showing. I was missing a lot of classes because I just couldn't do it. But I also didn't want to leave my room. Because I was scared of showing people what was going on. That I was going to break down any minute. And that wasn't who I was. I couldn't face giving in to what was happening. I didn't want to admit it. Because then I would be surrendering to defeat. At the time, I couldn't see that. And in February 2019, I had the urge to write what I had been through. Just like now. But I really struggled because there was so much I just didn't know. This is all I could write at the time, just raw pain and anger and resentment. I had no other way of expressing in other trying to tell people, trying to tell myself what I had been through. I was 19, trying to circumnavigate life with added baggage, all alone, not knowing how I should feel. If you'd like to know what I wrote on February 19th, it's very similar to my first blog when I was first diagnosed, so episode 1, 2, 3, explaining it, but it's what I wrote the first ever time I wrote a draft for it. So if you do want to read that, you can head over to my blog page, Thomas Ashley at Substack, and you can check it out there if you're intrigued to want to know. That's the end of Candid with Cancer 10, Life After Cancer. I'm not going to waffle on now, but if you are enjoying it and you're finding something from this, or you're sending it to people who it can help, it would be amazing if you could subscribe. It will go a long way. That's all I'm going to say for today, guys. I'll catch you next week for the next episode.